a little bit. I honestly was getting a little bit bored. I don't know if you guys were, but I was, with the original format, where I basically just showed you everything that I'd put in there for the month and that was it, and kind of explained everything. But I thought it would be more fun to first kind of recap everything that was in here in the previous month. So this is everything that I had in here for May, and let you know what will be staying in here and what I'll be taking out. And then we will go through my collection and actually physically shop my stash together on camera to choose what will go in here for the next month. So I think that'll be a little bit more fun. I know I've seen Too Much Tosh do hers that way, sort of similar structure to hers, so I thought it would be fun to kind of switch it up a little bit. And yeah, let's go ahead and kind of recap what I have in here from last month. Here in this section is where I keep my face products, and honestly things in here stay pretty similar from month to month, but I think I will switch some things out. I did use up the foundation that was in here, the Urban Decay Naked Skin. That was in here, was in my project pan, and I did finally finish that. So that's out of here now, and I will be putting a new one in, possibly even 2 different foundations. But otherwise we have the Pixi Glow Mist, which I think will stay in here. This is just one of those like daily staple products. I use this almost every time I do my makeup because I just really, really like what it does for just the overall look of my skin. My poor little e.l.f. liquid illuminator gets forgotten so much. He always just like falls down and then he's all the way down there and I don't even see him. I did use this a couple times this month and I did review it in my review roundup. That's why it was in here last month, was so I could use it some more and get ready to review it. But I think I will take this out of here for this next month. Then I have the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Snow. This has been in here for like the past, I don't know, I almost want to say like 6 months. I think I am finally going to take this out because I actually just recently bought a couple of new concealers and it was like, this was my main concealer that I was using, but I want to test out a couple of new ones, so those 2 things will go. Then we have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Shine Proof Powder in Fair. I actually did finally repress this month, and it turned out okay, I think. Sort of low-key trying to use this up. It was in my like unofficial Project Pan video. Then I have my Lily Lolo Sculpt and Glow Contour Duo, which will stay in here because I'm really trying to use up that contour. I'm not going to show it to you because I've made a lot of progress, but you'll see that in my upcoming Project Pan update. And then I have my Wet n Wild Color Icon Blush in Rosé Champagne. This will stay in here as well. It's also in my Project Pan. All 3 of those things will stay. Then I had a bunch of palettes in here. So I had my Milani Bold Obsessions palette. The dark brown shade was in my eyeshadow roulette for the month. Then I had a bunch of ColourPop singles. The shades Howlin' and Beam Me Up were in my eyeshadow roulette. And then I pulled out a bunch of other shades, and I gotta tell you, I didn't really use any of these. I think I'm gonna stop trying to pull in a bunch of eyeshadows in addition to my eyeshadow roulette because I just end up, like, this is just too much to focus on, plus all these other things, so I'm gonna try to be a little bit more selective about what I put in here eyeshadow-wise. Then I had my Soft Glam palette. The shade Glistening was the one I was focusing on, and then I had Norvina, and I was focusing on Wild Child. And then I had my Nude Dude palette from The Balm, which I have some progress on this as well for my Project Pan, so I'm not going to show you that, but this is just in my Project Pan right now. Thinking I might remove it from the Project Pan, but I will keep it in here at least for now, because I haven't really decided yet. But all those other palettes will go, and then I had a few other things. I did swap out my mascara because my Flower Lash Warrior mascara reached its 3-month point, and so I went ahead and tossed that one. But this is the Ulta Beauty Ultimate Lashes Multitasking Mascara, and this will be in here for the next 3 months or so. Then my CoverGirl brow pencil will also stay in here. I love this brow pencil so much. I had my e.l.f. Stardust Glitter Liner in here in the shade Sparkling Silver. I used this a couple times. It went really pretty with a lot of those pastel shades that were in my eyeshadow roulette. I am going to take this out for now. And then I have my Jordana Continuous Almond Jumbo Pencil, which I use as my eye primer, so that'll stay in there as well. That's everything that's staying up in that top part. Then I have this bottom section. So I had my Lauren Brooke Cosmetics blush in Sweet 16. That's going to stay in there because it's in my Project Pan. I had my Besame Vanilla Brightening Translucent Powder. I'm going to take this out and probably switch it with my other under eye powder for now. I think I'll probably just alternate between the two. Had my Milani Lip Liner in Spice. That will stay in here because it's in my Project Pan. And then these were my 4 lipsticks from my 4 Weeks 4 Lipsticks series that I focused on in May. I keep forgetting what month we're talking about here. But these will go out and then I will replace them. I'll go ahead, I already have these sitting right here. I'll go ahead and replace them with my 4 lipsticks for June. And we have the Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lipstick in Buttercream Frosting. e.l.f. Essential Lipstick in Fearless. The Physicians Formula Healthy Lip in All Natural Nude. And then the Dose of Colors lip gloss in On Repeat. So this right here is everything that will be leaving my makeup basket for June. And let's go ahead and put these back in their homes and then search through my collection for more stuff to put in here for next month. Okay, so here we have my drawer that has primers, foundations, concealers, powders, everything. So let's see. For primer, I want to pull out this Jordana Prime No Pores Pore Refining Face Primer. I just bought this. I was really interested to try some more Jordana products since Wet n Wild has left us. I like kind of on the hunt for some really good budget-friendly drugstore products that are cruelty-free. So this is one thing I'm testing out. So that'll go in my makeup basket. Next thing I want to use this month is a Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I was focusing on my Urban Decay foundation so much that I forgot how much I love this. I love this foundation. Well, I didn't forget how much I love it, but I didn't realize how much I like this more than the Urban Decay one until I used it again. And I was like, oh my gosh, I missed it so much. So I'm gonna use this a bunch this month and maybe even put it in my project pan. Then I just bought the Pacifica. Okay, I've bought quite a few new things this month. So yeah, this will be like a mix of new and like old Shop My Stash items this month. But the Pacifica Alight Clean Foundation, I've been so curious about this ever since it came out. I just bought this yesterday. I got it in the shade 38 NF. And it seems like a really perfect shade match. I'm so excited to try this. So that will go out. And then for concealer, I think I want to do the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer, which I also just bought. And yeah, maybe just that one concealer for now. I can always still use these things, but that's what I want to focus on this month. And I don't like to put too much in my makeup basket because then I get overwhelmed. Then I'm just going to pull out my e.l.f. HD Under Eye Setting Powder for setting the under eyes. Then we have this next drawer, which is cheek products like blushes, bronzers, and highlighters. So I already have my 2 blushes in my makeup basket, and I think I'm just going to leave it at that. But let's see, what do I want to do for highlight? Oh, I can't decide. I think I want to pull out this palette from e.l.f. I also talked about this in my unofficial Project Pan video. Really trying to use up that highlighter, and the bronzer in here is also really good. But I also have that Lolo contour that I also use as a bronzer, so that'll probably be my #1 priority this month. But this will be in there too. Actually, you know what? I don't think I want to put this in there. I think I'd rather just put one highlight. Why can't I decide? I'm so indecisive. I think I'll do, okay, I decided. I think I'll do this e.l.f. palette and then also my new Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. This is like a really pretty gold highlighter. So that'll be a good variety. I have like a really intense highlighter and then a more subtle one. Okay, so I think that's it for this drawer. All right, then we have my eyeshadow drawer. So I've already selected my eyeshadow roulette shadows for the month. So we have, I already know sort of what's gonna come out of here. The Modern Renaissance palette, I have the shade Primavera that I'm focusing on. And then I have the Billy Beauty Eyes of India palette. I am so excited to finally start playing with this month. The blue shade is what's in my eyeshadow roulette, but I also just want to play with the whole palette. Then I have the e.l.f. Opposites Attract. I'm also so excited to have this in my eyeshadow roulette this month. It's been a while since I've used this, but this is one of my favorite palettes. The shade Wise is the one that's in my eyeshadow roulette. And then what else? Then I just have one ColourPop single for my eyeshadow roulette, and that is the shade Bashful. So I'm gonna take this out of this big one and put it in here. And I think I just wanna, oh gosh. I wish I had a smaller magnetic palette, but I think I just wanna put this in there because honestly, like I don't need to have all these other ColourPop shadows to focus on because I already have so many other shadows to work on this month. All right, so kind of silly to have just one shadow in there, but I really don't want to overwhelm myself with eyeshadows, so there's that. All the other ones went back into their little home. And what that back. The only other thing out of here that I do want to pull, this might be kind of silly, but the Wet n Wild Walking on Eggshells quad, I think I want to try to start panning this, since it's kind of trying to phase out all my Wet n Wild stuff, but I want to use some things up. So this will go in there as well. And this just has a bunch of staple shades, and I've actually been using this brow bone color as a cheekbone highlight, and it's actually really pretty for that. And I also think that this color right here could be really good as a contour, potentially. So I think that's it from this drawer, and then I have, let's see, what, I think for my eyeshadow, oh wait, I forgot that we actually do have a shadow from here in my eyeshadow roulette, the shade Blazing Hot from the Milani Bold Obsessions palette. I completely forgot that that's also one of my eyeshadows. So lots of eyeshadow palettes this month as usual, but I don't mind. I kind of have really been enjoying mixing and matching eyeshadows lately from different palettes. The eyeshadows that I'm using this month in my eyeshadow roulette all kind of have like an earthy vibe, so I'm trying to decide what liners I want to use. Thinking I'll take out this e.l.f. sparkling liner in the shade Shimmering Gold. It's actually more of like a bronze. And then also this ColourPop cream gel liner in Fast Lane, which is a deep teal. Actually matches that e.l.f. Dark green shade really well. So I think that'll be good to get some use out of these. I pretty much always neglect my eyeliners, especially pencil liners, unless I put them in my makeup basket. So and then we already have my lipsticks picked out for the month, but let's see, this is my lipstick drawer. It's kind of a mess right now. The only thing I want to take out of here that I don't already have out is this Milani lip liner in the shade True Red. This is my only red lip liner. I think it'll go really well with that e.l.f. lipstick that I have picked out for the month. So that's everything. And then this bottom drawer just has random junk in it. So here everything is kind of organized back into here. I also wanted to add, so I moved my First Aid Beauty Eye Duty Triple Remedy over here. I had this in my bathroom before. I always forget to use this. Honestly, kind of regret buying it. It was like $38 and it's literally nothing special. But I want to use it because I have it. It's pretty much just like a refreshing eye cream. I don't even know what it is. But I will use it like underneath concealer on my under eyes. So I wanted to pull this over here so I would remember to use it. And then of course I'm still working on finishing up this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Lip Therapy. It is almost done. I promise you will see this in my next empties video, the end of the month. Then I have my Alba Botanica Very Emollient Body Lotion, which is in my project pan. I put it over here because I find that I remember to use it more when I keep it on my vanity. So yeah, there's everything. Definitely a lot of eyeshadows in here, especially because I also brought in my Wet n Wild quad. But I'm okay with that. It'll just give me lots of options. Everything else I kept pretty minimal in terms of options. So 2 foundations, a primer, a concealer, and a lot of project pan stuff is also in here. So I'm excited for this month. I'm really excited for all my eyeshadow roulette colors because they're like really earthy and really like a royal blue in there and like a really bold copper color. And it's just a really nice mix of colors. So I'm excited. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you like this format better. I think I like it better. I think it's a little bit more informative because I can go and let you know what I'm taking out and what I'm leaving in and kind of recap everything from the previous month. And it's more fun when we can kind of go through my collection together. So anyway, let me know what you think and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.